What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, and yeah, today we're gonna be touching on a sore subject of mine. My 911 that's been sitting neglected for a long time, and this is one of the reasons why I haven't been really uploading anything with cars or mowers. I've been kind of concentrating on my own personal vehicles that kind of started giving me trouble, but I just been so busy that I didn't feel like making videos, and here I am now. So today is gonna be a quickie. So I've been trying to get this thing roadworthy for a while. It's been sitting. You probably seen some of my previous videos where I did the IMS bearing. Today we're just doing a simple sway bar link replacement, or some might correct me and say it's an anti-sway bar. So yeah, these are the links that connect to usually your suspension, either your struts or a control mount or a knuckle, whatever you might have it, and then the lower part connects to your anti-sway bar, which is yeah, you can see it here. Maybe I can get a light on it. But yeah, this bar right here, it goes to both sides of your vehicle. So yeah, this is where the link connects. And on this particular model, on the 911s, it connects to the knuckle itself. But the bolt, the upper part of this bolt joint with this long bolt, it goes your through your shock absorber or your strut. Um, so this holds your strut locked to your knuckle in place. So yeah, what happened with mine is these these rubber bushings, and this is what happens with all the cars over times. These will dry rot or they'll split open. Then you start getting debris and dust and grime and corrosion in there, and it basically all the grease that's in there lubricating the ball joint is gone, and eventually it'll start making clicking noise or knocking, and it will not do its job properly. So this is my issue. This car been sitting for so long. The boots right here, these rubber boots on both sides are gone, so this is why I'm replacing mine. They're not really that bad. I don't have the knocking or anything. It's just primarily sitting and dry rotting, but I am replacing them with the original TRW. I grabbed my parts from FCP Euro. I'm gonna drop a link to their website down below. One of the best sites out there when it comes to OEM replacement parts or aftermarket replacement parts on all your German vehicles. I'll definitely check them out if you're in the market for some parts. But yeah, I order almost everything from them for all my German cars. So the Porsches, the BMWs, the VWs, Mercedes, everything pretty much comes from there. Great service. Real quick, I'm giving them actually a free shout out. But yeah, it's I never had any issues with them. The two times I actually had them basically mistake part of my order and not send me a part, I was able to get in touch with somebody right away. I send them an email, or actually I send them like a live chat or whatever. So you get a call back. They call me right back. I explain the issue and they ship me the new part right away. No questions asked. So yeah, if you're looking for a place where you can order your stuff headache free, check out FCP Euro. Down in the link below, down in the description. I mean, I'll drop a link below. But let's get to the repair. What you need for the job, it's pretty simple. You got two nuts, one on the top, one on the bottom. So the top is 18 millimeter right here. So you can see it where it goes. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes through the shock. It has a metal bracket piece that slides in the knuckle, and then the bolt actually goes through it. So you have the nut on this side, and then you're gonna have to hold the other side right there. It's a I was 16, I believe, or 17. And this one is 17. Yeah, 17 millimeter. So you hold it right there, so you're not just spinning when you try to undo the nut. You're not just spinning the ball joint inside here. So let me do that real quick. We'll pull it out, and the bottom is the same way. It's back here. So you have a 16 millimeter. Actually, the nut is 16 millimeter on this one, and I believe the ball joint side where the boot is also 17. Yep. So that's all you gotta do is hold the back, and then you can undo the 16 millimeter nut, and everything should come right out. Of course, make sure when you have your vehicle jacked up, if you're working on the floor, mine is still on the jack, but I also have a jack stand just in case, because you can never trust a jack's hydraulic, because you never know. I mean, God forbids the cylinder blows out on this one, and then your feet or hand or whatever is under the car or under this rotor. That's going to be a pretty bad day. So just a reminder, stay safe out there. But let me jump into it, get this thing out, and I'll show you what the issue is with mine. Alright, so we're doing the top one. It don't really matter which one you do first. So what I'm going to do is unbolt the top. Well, let me fix this camera. So I'm going to take the nut out, but I'm not going to pull the bolt out just yet. I'm just going to do the bottom next, and then we can take the whole thing out. And also, I recently did the suspension on mine. I changed the springs, so my knuckle is freshly lubricated, and if I pull this bolt, the knuckle can slide down some. So that might be an issue for some of you guys that are like me and working on a jack sitting on the floor. So you're going, when you're putting the new link in, you're going to have to either get help or have an additional jack, maybe if you don't have the strength. If this whole assembly, knuckle assembly with your brake rotor and everything slides down some, then this bolt is not going to line up. So you're going to have this one, the knuckle with the rotor and the brake pad pushed back up, so you can line up the holes, and then you can slide the upper bolt of the sway bar link through everything and hold it in place. So that's just a little reminder. Let me get this guy out, and we'll move on to the bottom. I'm gonna just move you on the other side so you get a better view. Alright, so you're getting a bird's eye view on the bottom. Let's see, this one could be a pain. Come on. Okay. Well, let me fix the phone now. Alright. So, yep. I gotta put the 17 because I'm spinning the whole thing. You see what I was talking about? You can see how you're turning the whole ball joint. That's why you have that second nut right there, so you can hold it. I'll move my hand out the way, but right there you can hold it, unscrew the nut, and then we'll pull the whole thing out. All right. And these Porsches, the suspension is fairly simple and easy to work on. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it. You see mine right now, because I have the car jacked up on one side and I'm shifting the weight from this side to the other side. That's creating actually tension on the sway bar link, because I'm almost mimicking the sway of the front end. So that's creating pressure on the sway bar link. So I'm gonna have to turn the wheel manually, try to get some of this pressure off of it, so I can take the sway bar link out, because right now it's pretty much stuck. So I'm gonna just turn it this way. Okay, I tried to do it while it was on the stand, but I kept moving, everything on the phone was dropping. So yeah, just turn the wheel to the left when I'm doing the right side, and now it's less pressure. The bottom is still have a little bit, but you can pull it out. I mean, you can basically pull down on the sway bar link, but you can pull the top one out first. Well, the whole thing just came out. And get under the light. You can see right here where the boot is split on mine. So mine is not completely shot, so these would start, they would just be wiggling and moving all around, and there'll be play when you grab the two part. When you hold this part and you're pulling on the bolt, there'll be some play in here inside the ball joint, and that's going to be creating your knocking. That's basically will be transferring all the way through your suspension, and you'll feel it in the steering wheel, and you can hear it inside the car. But yeah, these are fairly easy to replace and fairly inexpensive too. I believe these were around 60 bucks, I want to say, but don't quote me on that, because they did have a sale and I was ordering some other stuff, so it might be cheaper, it might be more, but I doubt it. I pay more than 70 bucks for the set, and these are for the TRW. I know they do have a aftermarket replacement OEM style sway bar links that were actually cheaper, but I just decided to go with the original TRWs. But anyway, let's go ahead and drop the new part in, see how easy it is. And my strut actually didn't move, so that's a good thing. I don't have to be lifting it. It actually end up sitting in place. So let's get this guy in, and we'll turn it, bend that, and we should be able to get it in. Or maybe I'll just get the top in first, like that, and get this one like that. All right, and that's it. That's all in. The new part comes also with new nut, so put these in, but they are different size. Let me see what size they were. I think this one is still 17, I want to say. The ball joint side, yeah, the ball joint side is still 17 here. The upper one, the ball joint, is 18. Yeah, so the upper ball joint is 18 now on the replacement TRW, which is the original part, but they just changed them. And the bottom one, the nut is 15 millimeter, and this one is 18. So the upper is 18 for the ball joint side and 18 millimeter for the nut. The bottom is 17 for the ball joint side and 15 millimeter for the nut. So yeah, pay attention when you're replacing stuff and test the new parts or the new bolts that come with it. Don't assume automatically that they're the exact same size as your stuff that you're taking out, because you might end up stripped, especially if you're using power tools, and you just go ahead and put your socket on there assuming it's the same size, and you hit that trigger. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a bad day, because you're gonna strip that nut, and yeah, then you gotta get a replacement. You can always reuse the old one, but again, just test your stuff. Anyway, guys, I think this is going to be it for the video. I'm going to tighten this thing up and drop it back on the ground. I will be having a video of a little garage update where I stand on my vehicles, what's running, what's not, what I got to fix. And I do have a few videos I got to put out there as far as mower repairs. Some people have been asking for some videos for mower troubleshooting, and I haven't forgot about you guys. I just been busy, just been concentrating on my own stuff, trying to get some of my own personal projects finally knocked out, because I've been putting them off for way too long. There's also an update on the Cayman, which is one of my dailies. That's been down for a year. It's finally done. Originally it was a water pump issue, an overheating issue, and then I end up going down the rabbit's hole and replaced a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna make a video on that, give you an update on everything what's going on in the garage, outside the garage, and watch out for some more videos coming soon. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, be blessed as always. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you soon.